Alright, calm down everyone, we can all relax. At the end of the last video, I was a bit concerned about the build. We don't need to be concerned about it anymore. Because I was being stupid, basically. But, before we get on that discussion, as per usual, I will resync the live stream, so give me just a moment to do that. By resync the live stream, I mean, you know what I mean. It's just to ensure that things remain in sync consistently. Because if I sync things before I'm streaming, what it does is it just doesn't work, so I have to do it while it's streaming, otherwise it just doesn't really save the syncing option anyway. It goes out of sync and then back in sync sort of thing, so I found that doing it while actually streaming instead of before actually fixes the problem, so definitely that's a good thing. We want to be able to fix the problem, not have the problem continue to arise. Now, it's actually really good that I was able to record today. I mean, I've said this a few times, but I'm serious this time, like really serious. I was extremely close to not being able to live stream because as I was setting up my green screen, things were looking pretty like staticky behind me, and it was kind of crazy. But oh, I've got one of my hairs has just gone in the entrance of the open hole. I don't know what to call it. My sake decanter, so yeah. Don't know if I need to refill the decanter or not, probably not. Anyway, so to get on to the discussion that needs to be had regarding the Morion Blade build. At the end of the last video, I was having some concerns about not being able to use Cursed Blade with the Morion Blade. Now, technically the wiki never told me that I would use Cursed Blade on the Morion Blade itself. It just said that I would be able to stack the Cursed Blade effect on top of the Morion Blade effect, but not actually applying Cursed Blade to the Morion Blade itself. Now what that means is that you can actually receive the buffs from the Morion Blade on any equipped weapon. And that's not offhand weapon, that's actually equipped weapon. So I was thinking that maybe it would work in the offhand. Unfortunately it doesn't, because that would be insane. Basically I could have the Morion Blade in my other hand, my other left hand, use a shield, and then have something like the Dragon Bone Smasher and just absolutely annihilate everything. Because imagine having the bonuses that I've got on this weapon, but on the Dragon Bone Smasher, it would be absolutely just wow. And that is possible. It's just not possible with a shield in my other hand. It needs to be the Morion Blade in my other hand, essentially, to allow that to happen. Now, what we can do instead is have two separate styles of build. We can still actually use the Morion Blade as an attacking weapon. That's not something that's going to change. It's just that we can branch out with the build and do a few different things with it. The main thing that I'm going to do to branch out is incorporate a fast attacking weapon style of play. Now, the thing with the Morion Blade is that it's only got around 210 base damage. Now, that's not very much, but I can tell you what, it's mainly in the context of the weapon type that we've got here that it's not very much. For a fast attacking weapon, around 210 damage is actually pretty good. Like, let's talk about, say, a scimitar or a killage, something like that. 210 damage is pretty reasonable. Not even the best that you can get, by the way. It's just pretty reasonable. So imagine if we could get a weapon that was fast attacking, do more of a rolling build style of play, with the Morion Blade in our left hand and a fast attacking weapon in our right, and then have it be possible to apply Cursed Blade or Cursed Weapon to that fast attacking weapon. And then also keeping in mind that that fast attacking weapon will have more than 210 damage here. Because the thing is, we don't have the best stats when it comes to strength and dexterity for endgame. I mean, we're alright now, but for endgame not so much. But the point is that if we can get a fast attacking weapon that's doing more base damage than this thing, then we're going to be getting a fast attacking weapon that's going to do something like, you know, 650 plus damage, which is unbelievable. So, and that's without Cursed Blade. With Cursed Blade or Cursed Weapon, I keep saying Cursed Blade, I should be saying cursed weapon. But with cursed weapon, it's going to be in the 700s, I would suggest, like, which is insane for a fast attacking weapon like, say, a Killage or a Scimitar. Now, I need to make a decision as to whether or not I'm going to make the Killage or the not the Scimitar, but it's basically a toss-up in my head between the Killage and the Uchigatana. Now, the only thing that stops me from using the Uchigatana is the fact that I used it in my previous build. That's pretty much the only thing. The reason why I used it in the previous build is because the Uchigatana is a really good weapon. It has, like, good end damage. That's why I keep using it. I've used it a lot of times in the past as well. Whereas the Killage, I tend to not use it as a fast attacking weapon due to its lower range. And this is the biggest problem with the Killage. I wouldn't have a problem with it being slightly not as good as the Uchigatana, but the biggest difference between the two weapons is the range, in my opinion. Not only do you have more damage with the Uchigatana, but you've also got a lot more range with it, and that makes a big difference in combat, in my opinion, especially like a fast rolling build. I don't particularly want to be getting right up in the enemy's faces with the Killage, to be honest with you. Like, I would much prefer not to have to do that. So maybe the Uchigatana is better for me. But what's really going to be the deciding factor, and what I'm doing here is going into World 4-1 to actually pick up both the Uchigatana and the Killage, because they are quite close to each other. Now the Killage, you know, when you're comparing the Scimitar and the Falchion and the Killage as a group of 3 weapons, I think there might be another one as well, I'm not sure, I didn't look, maybe because I'm lazy. But the Killage is the one that has the highest end damage with our current stats when upgraded to plus 10 in the normal path. Now, what that means is that if I had to choose one of those shorter ranged, fast attacking weapons, the Killage would be the one I would choose. But it's possible that I might not want to do that, because, and what's going to be the decider is how fast I can attack with the Uchigatana versus the Killage. If they have the same speed, I'll probably use the Uchigatana. If the Killage is slightly faster, I think they're around the same speed, to be honest, but if the Killage is slightly faster, I'll use the Killage. I just need a reason, just a reason, to use the Killage over the Uchigatana. So we'll equip this here. We have 18 strength, which is a requirement for the use of this weapon, which makes it even more perfect, you know. That's fucking fast. Now let's look at the Killage. It can't be much faster than that, surely. It's funny, you have to wait for... oh, never mind. Ooh, that is faster slightly, isn't it? Ooh. It's actually like... you know what? The Killage is not too bad range-wise. It has more range than the Falchion, I think. Maybe the Scimitar as well. So, you know what? Let's go with the Killage. I think that's a good idea. Let's go with that. I also love the look of it. It's been a long time since I've made use of the Killage. So let's do that. I think we're going to use the Killage, guys. Once again, the Uchigatana would be a slightly better option for a number of reasons, but who cares? What's the... no, the strong attack isn't too special with this. But yeah, what we're going to be doing is, imagine we've got like a fast rolling build going on here, and we're not going to continue using the Meardown set either. This is important to mention. I do plan to get the... whatever it's called, the... use your brain, Doomlink. The Ancient King set from Old King Doran. That's one plan, and I think it's a plan I'm going to stick to. It's just that it's going to be a little annoying to do the whole poison cloud thing, because that's going to be necessary. And the reason why it's going to be necessary is because Old King Doran is just too freaking strong. So yeah, that's the situation. It's funny, with this guy you can really look at him. He's really like he's a genuine corpse of a person. He's not like some dried out half skeleton. He's actually a person. And I don't think I've ever properly noticed that before. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, what we're going to do is take on World 5-1, I think. Or should I upgrade my Killage first? Because the thing is, I don't really want to use the Killage with the Morion Blade until I'm able to comfortably fast roll with a full armor set. Now, what that means is that we would need to, like for the Meardown set, we'd have to upgrade our endurance another 10 to 15 levels to be able to fast roll with this set, not with the Steel Shield, keeping in mind, the Steel Shield is not going to be in any way involved with our fast rolling side of this build, so the main point is that we have the Morion Blade plus the heavy armor set plus another weapon to use plus the tiny weight of the Beast Talisman, which we are going to be able to still use. Remember when I was concerned about not needing the Beast Talisman because I wasn't able to use Cursed Weapon on the Morion Blade? Well, we can use Cursed Weapon now. So we are indeed going to get the Beast Talisman from Skippy the Wanderer, his Black Phantom form. So we're going to go ahead with that. It's just a matter of me deciding when I'm going to do that. Now, I have a feeling, just generally, that the damage I'm going to get with the Killage plus 10, and I'll mention why I'm getting the Killage plus 10 and not some strength scaling weapon in a moment, but the reason why, I have a strong belief that the Killage plus 10 with the Morion Blade plus Clever Rat Ring bonus added to it, as well as Cursed Blade, is going to be in the 700s in terms of damage. Now, for a weapon that attacks like this, to be doing that much damage is unreal, to be honest. So, yeah. Anyway, point being, I mean, I don't really know that it's going to be in the 700s. At least 650, I would say. When I say 700s, it's not going to be very far into the 700s. It's going to be like 700 to 710. 710 being like the absolute max. I just don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. So definitely, the two styles definitely still going to be used, because there is something fun about being able to use a heavier sword. But the point is that we just can't really use the shield plus a heavy sword unless we're actually using the Morion Blade itself. So, yeah. But at the same time, it's a bit silly to have less damage in that scenario. But maybe if I'm not confident in my ability to play a faster moving style going through a particular area, I can just sit behind my shield and play it safe using the Morion Blade itself, like using the actual physical weapon. So, we'll probably do that. I'd completely forgotten that other usage of the Morion Blade. I probably did use it correctly in the past, it's just because I had only used it like once or twice ever, and it was such a long time ago, I guess I've just completely allowed that to slip my mind. Kind of like how I completely allowed the usage of the Crisp Blade to slip my mind over the years. And I didn't even remember that in 2016, right? So in 2016, that was another period of me relearning the game. I didn't relearn it then, and I'd still forgotten it back then, so yeah. The use of the Crisp Blade is something that will be useful for like a pure magic build, which I do plan to do in the future, but I don't know exactly when. I have a lot of builds in my head right now, I can tell you that much. So it doesn't stop here, put it that way. I'll go and open YouTube just before I continue, because maybe we've got some viewers there, probably not. I've got 2 watching on YouTube, so let's go ahead and open that, just so that I can be present for you guys. I think that it's possible that the YouTube notifications have just not been going at all. Like, I don't know if that's true, but yeah, I don't think people have been correctly notified of my live stream on YouTube, because I just can't think of any other explanation as to why my YouTube audience just died. Like, none of the 3 or 4 people that were watching consistently before, and this was only a week ago. I only stopped streaming for like 5 days in a row, and then they didn't come back. So yeah, the only logical possibility in my opinion would be YouTube's notifications fucking up, and the reason why that's a really sensible possibility to bring up is because, I mean, YouTube is freaking useless with that stuff. But anyway. So what we're going to do is probably try to upgrade the Killage. That's another thing that I wanted to mention. The reason why we're going with a fast attacking build instead of a slow attacking weapon to be buffed by the Morion Blade in the left hand is because we just don't have the hardstone anymore. I'm going to use whatever possible hardstone I can possibly scrounge up going forward through the rest of New Game here to upgrade this shield. And that's a sensible usage of it, I think. Whereas I'd prefer not to use whatever I have left here in New Game, I'd prefer not to use that on an actual weapon, because then I probably wouldn't be able to upgrade the shield and, you know, etc, etc. It's just a better idea if I have the Morion Blade in the left hand to just have a fast-moving build anyway, because I'm not going to be able to shield and stuff. And I don't like doing fast-rolling builds with slow-attacking weapons. I'm not a fan of that, because the thing is, with a fast-rolling build, you want to be able to get out of there as soon as possible. If you're stuck in the animation of a slow weapon, yeah, it doesn't really work too well, in my opinion. So I would recommend doing a fast-attacking weapon with a fast-rolling build. Just makes a little bit more sense to me. But anyway, probably have YouTube open just to start with here. Now, okay, let's go and upgrade our weapon, the Killage. We're definitely locking this in to be used. So we have lots of Sharpstone, I would guess. So we're not going to have a problem, hopefully, getting this to plus whatever it's going to be, plus anything. So we can actually get a weapon through the regular path fairly... Oh, chunks of Sharpstone. I don't have many of those. Okay, so we're going to... Oh, not too happy with my chunks of Sharpstone, actually. What's the deal with that? It's alright. I'll have to go and kill the Crystal Lizard in World 1-3 to get some more stuff, but that's fine. So we're going to go into the Stonefang Tunnel, and I forgot to have a look and see how much Sharpstone I need, like actual shards, but I'll buy some, like I'll buy 15 at least, maybe 20, so yeah. I think also a problem that I was having, because I wasn't paying attention, was when I had a limit to the number of stones that I could buy, it wasn't actually a limit based on my soul count, it was a limit based on my item burden, so yeah, maybe I should equip the Herculean Strength Ring when I want to actually buy a lot of this stuff. Could be a better idea. So Sharpstone, I can buy... Okay, this is actually a souls limit. I can buy as many as 81 with the souls that I have right now, which is insane. I don't need that much. So I'll buy 20, no, 30, 25, 20, 30, 25, you know. I'm not here to auction off the Sharpstone to myself. But anyway, let's go and upgrade through Ed, just because he's close to the vendor, so... Get you to +7, and then... I don't know how many chunks we're going to need. I actually don't know, so... Alright. What we'll have to do is... I'm trying to think of any other Crystal Lizards that exist. We still have a Crystal Lizard in World 2. Which, at least, like, one. Probably more than that. There's a few, actually. It's just that that requires some serious backtracking, like you wouldn't believe. And the worst thing about it is the fact that it will be backtracking to that same frickin' place from before, which is, you know, World 2-2. We've been there many times, not just in the previous build, but also this build. So, I'd much prefer not to go there, but, or whatever. What we're going to do for now is equip the Morion Blade, because I think that's just going to work better in terms of killing this Crystal Lizard. We'll go into the Tower Knight Archstone, and then give the Crystal Lizard a shot. And what we're actually going to do, because we won't be getting the benefits of the damage here, because I just want to quickly kill the Crystal Lizard and get out, I'll equip the Thief's Ring to make it easier for us to kill the Crystal Lizard while not being assaulted by the other guys nearby. So it's going to firstly make the Crystal Lizard more docile, and then it's also going to make the other enemies not mess around with me while I'm trying to kill the Crystal Lizard. Sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, let's get moving. So I feel a little bit more... Well, I feel reinvigorated when it comes to this build, because you can understand how bothered I was at the end of the last recording, where I thought that the build had sort of stuffed up. Like, I thought I wasn't going to be able to use the build how I wanted to use it. And as it turned out, because the only way that I wanted to be able to use it was to use Cursed Blade, but it's just not going to be with the Morion Blade itself, which is okay, because look at you, I've got the fucking Thief's Ring on and you are immediately running after me. I don't know what the deal with that is, but anyway, just stop it. I need to get your fucking stamina back. That's alright, you can hit me, I don't mind, because I can take you guys on, even with like 200 damage, that's fine. 2 hits, that's not an issue at all. If I'm two-shotting these guys with 210 damage, it gives you an idea of how overkill it is when I have like 500 plus damage, so Yeah. I'd be able to one-shot them several times over, basically. If that makes any sense, which it doesn't. What have we got here? Chunk of sharpstone? That's exactly what I need. Okay, so we're just going to exhaust this crystal lizard. I just love how that's exactly what I needed. But anyway, it's okay. I probably won't need to backtrack to World 2, right? Because I have the crystal lizard in this area. I also have the one in World 1.4, which is just at the entrance, so I don't... Actually, there's two of them, so, you know, I don't have a fucking problem at all when it comes to shards. So, to be honest, I have a lot of places to go for hardstone and sharpstone at this point, so the excuse that I made that I wouldn't have enough materials to upgrade a hardstone upgradable weapon is a bit bullshit. Instead, it's better for me to say, hey, instead, excuse me while I readjust that. Yeah, it's better for me to say, well, I actually just don't want to use a strength scaling weapon because I want to use a fast rolling build and I hate... Sorry, I'm just not happy with where it is right now. Anyway, yeah, so it's just a matter of me not wanting to use a slow attacking weapon with a fast rolling build. That's like the moral of the story here. So, you know what, we don't even need to go to Ed. Let's just go upgrade it through here. I was going to say, I don't want to go all the way back to Ed to upgrade it once. Well, I don't need to, that's the point. So we need another 4 chunks, which is fine. I'd like to think that that's not going to be hard for me to get. And then at that point, I don't know how many chunks we need. Because you, remember in Dark Souls and Beyond, when you were getting that final upgrade, all you needed was pure Titanite, or is that right? No, Titanite slabs, sorry. So you'd only need like one single item, which would be Titanite slab, or whatever the, you know, whatever slab. Red Titanite slab, twinkling Titanite slab, no, that didn't exist. But the point is that you only needed that one single item. In this game, you need pure sharpstone, in our case here with the Killage, plus some other items, so I don't know what the availability of that's going to be for now. Like, I don't know what the requirements are, and therefore the availability. Okay, so because I'm not doing a counter-attack, I'm not one-shotting them, which is good to know. So the dogs are relatively beefier than I thought. Open YouTube up. Okay. Anyway, so, yeah, Thief's Ring, I just need to remember that oh, am I fucking stupid? I intended to put the Thief's Ring on, right? But I didn't put it on, so that's why it seemed as if I didn't have the Thief's Ring on. It's because I frickin' didn't have it on. Can you please just, like, not waste my time? That's fine, you can do whatever you need. You know what I should have done? It's just better to do this. Ooh, whoa! That, wow. So, with the World 1.3 Crystal Lizard, it's actually pretty hard to get pure of anything. The idea is that it's better to do it in the final area to get pure. You have a higher chance. So, I was very lucky to get that. The problem is I don't need it. That's the bother. But, hey, it's alright. Hopefully I've got another opportunity to kill that Crystal Lizard. Not too sure. But yeah, I should, just in case, cast Second Chance whenever I start an area. Just need to remember to do that. It's difficult to remember to do that, because it's just not part of my muscle memory when it comes to playing this game, but anyway. Let's see. Everything looks alright. Just decided to have a look and see if all the colours were fine in the live stream, and yeah, they look good. Passable anyway. Look, I'm just a bit, what's the word? Not shell-shocked, but like just paranoid would be the word, I guess. I'm completely paranoid since my first Monster Hunter live stream, where I ended up this fucking pale ghost. And the reason why is because, as I've mentioned countless times, how I appear in OBS is actually not how I appear in the live stream. The live stream lightens things up. So I looked perfect, like passable, just right in OBS, but when that was lightened up in the live stream, I ended up looking like this pale ghost. It just wasn't good. So what I've been doing is making sure I look like an orange fucking You know, like I've had an orange fake tan, right? That's how I look in OBS. And then how that translates to the live stream is I look actually normal, so it's weird. I mean, it doesn't look so bad that I have an orange tan, but it's close to that. Sometimes it's that bad. Today it's not quite so bad, but anyway, doesn't matter too much. So it's funny, like, I need to actually see which, because when I look at when I look there, I think it's a different side of my hair, but anyway, this is kind of confusing, but anyway, let's go back to the Tower 9 Archstone. 1-3. And, see if that Crystal Lizard is still alive. If it is still alive, it's probably going to be our last chance to attack him, which is perfectly fine. Because we do still have the one in World 1-4, and if for whatever reason we can't get what we need from that one, no, not just that one, singular, there's 2 of them, that's right. There's technically 3, but that one's the third one's a bit harder to get to. You need to go past the Dragon, the Fat Official, and then the Red Eye Knights before that point. It's like, it's nothing like the first 2, basically. The first 2 you can access relatively easily, you don't have to worry too much, but, yeah, you have to worry a little bit more with the third one. But if I need to, I can go to the third one. Oh, okay, so gone, basically. That's alright. Let's go to World 1-4 and deal with that now. Keeping in mind that we did lose one opportunity to actually kill that Crystal Lizard. It was the second time we passed him. We forgot about him or did something stupid, I can't remember, but what I do remember is that he disappeared on us. So that counts as one missed opportunity to kill him before he despawns, which is annoying. I wish they didn't do that. But they do that, so yeah, unfortunate. They should have it be based on like how many times you kill him, but whatever. I understand why they do that. So, let's go to World 1-4. Is there anything that we need to do before we go? Get some Crescent Moon Grass. Good thing I had a look, because I need some. So we're gonna get 20. We'll get 20. Just for good measure. I mean, 20 does not equate to much healing at all, really, but anyway. I also like the image for the Penetrator Archstone. It's like that dead dragon, and it looks kind of, I don't know, grim. Because, you know, death. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to deal with the first 2 Black Phantoms, probably. But before we deal with them, I'm going to try and kill that Crystal Lizard, so it's going to be a bit rough. Yes, second chance. I was about to say one-time revival, but second chance is going to be frickin' necessary for this. So I'm going to get my spice on the go, which is Old Spice. I need to buy some more fresh spice, good to know. Because Old Spice is going to heal me fully and more at that point, I think, so I just don't want to piss off this Crystal Lizard. Okay. You know what, I'm cool with letting you guys hit me until I just don't want to piss off that Crystal Lizard. Okay. So, if you hit me once more, that should be enough. Yes, excellent. Alright, let's get this Crystal Lizard. See how I immediately need to get the fuck out of there. Oh my god, and then the woman with the white bow's after me too, like, bloody hell. Excellent, still got my boost. So, I've lost the aggro of that guy, and I've lost the aggro of the bow woman, so that's okay. Now, let's go pick up these items here. Keeping in mind, of course, that these Black Phantoms don't respawn, so I don't need to worry about them constantly. It's just for now. Before I kill them. Come on, mate. Oh, yes. I'm being stupid. Thank God I remembered to do this. But he will come after me now. Oh, and the woman. Alright, let's go, mate. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Very nice. I could mash him to death like that, but let's try to be smart. Let him bounce off our attack first. Doing the heavy attack just so that I don't have to mess around too much with him there. Decided to do that attack because, yeah, better. We only needed a quick attack to kill him there. Penetrating sword. I wanted to make a build for that, but I started to have a look at its viability. Because I knew it wasn't very good, and I came to the realization it's really not good. So, just it's only by comparison really bad. Like, it's not a good freaking weapon at all. I'm not happy with it. It's because there's so many other things that are better. So, that's my only concern. But it's cool visually, like, that's why I wanted to use it, you know. Maybe I need to... Oh, I don't know how much damage that's going to do to me. I don't want Wrecking Spear guy to hit me. Oh, that's good. Perfect. No! Now, I need the woman to come over here. The problem is that she can attack me from a distance, so she doesn't actually need to get close range. You bitch. Oh, she's such a slut. Awful. Whoa, don't do that. That's death right there. Okay, you are not doing that again, lady. Now, I need to try and not fuck this up. This is hard, because I've got the Wrecking Spear guy coming after me, or the Scraping Spear guy, sorry. I always call it the Wrecking Spear. Maybe it's Wrecking Spear in this game or something, I don't know. I don't need my boost right now. It doesn't matter. Like, I just need to kill this woman. That's all that's necessary right now. End her life. Oh! Oh, that scared the shit out of me. You could see that that was, like, calculated, but she didn't attack me at the right time. Oh, this bitch. You're dead, I'm sorry. Get out. Stop messing around with me. I don't even want your white bow. Fuck off. Okay, so this crystal lizard... Damn it. Never mind, he didn't go into the door. That would have been a problem. But yeah, he was alerted to my existence very quickly. Because I didn't have the Thief's Ring on. In fact, I hope the Scraping Spear guy doesn't come after me because I don't have the Thief's Ring on. Oh god, this guy's coming after me. Chunk of Hearthstone. Shit balls. This is like, on a scale of 1 to 10 for being bad, that was like really fucking bad. So hopefully I didn't have chunks of Sharpstone to pick up there. But yeah, no Thief's Ring at that point is really bad because that Scraping Spear guy doesn't leave you alone. And also, that fucking Red Eye Knight can see you, so... Jesus Christ. So let's go and... Oh my god. What I need to do is return to the Nexus and put away what's in my inventory because I'm overburdened right now. Oh dear. So, it's not the most fun, I think you'll find. Because it requires me to sit through this loading screen, then I need to... etc, etc. Put the stuff away, go back in. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. But anyway, that's alright. Go and deposit all of this stuff which is weighing me down, especially the pure Sharpstone. That in particular is weighing me down right now. And that should be good enough. Because I need the Thief's Ring on, and obviously I require the Ring of Great Strength for this set, so... Yeah, I can't be using the Herculean Strength Ring. That's just going to make things annoying. Oof. Okay, so... What am I doing? I guess I'll get my boost. Because it helps me kill the crystal lizards faster, so maybe it'll technically allow me to speed things up a little bit. I actually need these Stones of Ephemeral Eyes for the World 2 area, so... Yeah. Just let these guys hit me. Okay, then Crescent. I do have the Thief's Ring on, don't I? Yes. So I shouldn't piss off this lizard. I just don't want to get hit by multiple of these arrows because that's going to kill me. I only need to get hit by one more to get the boost. So that's going to be your arrow. There we go. Beautiful. So... Come on, mate. So, one shot at this point. Okay. That's fine. And then... Alrighty. So what do we got? Beautiful. I need one more chunk of Sharpstone to upgrade the killage to +9 at the very least. And even if we can't get it to +10, that's okay. Because that's still pretty decent. So, don't go into the door, thank you. Instead, I need you to die right here. Pure hardstone, yeah. It's a lot easier to get the pure stuff from these crystal lizards I'll mention, but it just seems that I have pretty good luck in general at the moment, so yeah. That's alright. We still have a few more uses, or, well, attempts at killing these crystal lizards. We haven't messed up an attempt so far, so that's one good thing. We did kill the last one. We got some hardstone, but that wasn't quite what we wanted. Well, let's check our item burden. What have we got left? Load. Oh, we're very close to... So, equip is obviously equipment burden, and then load is item burden, so it's just referred to differently in this game. Or this version of the game, should I say. So, let's put our stuff away. It's mainly the pure thing that's weighing us down right now. We can pick up plenty of... oh, never mind. Chunks are pretty heavy too. Pure hardstone's heavier than pure sharpstone. Pure sharpstone is 3 units of weight, whereas pure hardstone is 4, so that's good to take note of, I guess. So... yeah, we need one more sharpstone, but I don't know how many more chunks we need for plus 10. Hopefully only another 5. It shouldn't be 6. I mean, if it's 6, I will be sad, because I don't know if I'll be able to get that many, but I'll do my best. So here we go again with these guys. I just won't shield this. Oh, never mind. You're useless anyway. Alright, no. Don't go close to the lizard, please. When you're ready. You can't even hit me from there. There we go. But I need to use Crescent Moon after this point. Oh, I can't reach him from there. I didn't use second chance. Just in case, you don't know what happens. And I don't want to waste my, what do you call them? Stones of Ephemeral Eyes. No thank you. That guy dropped an item. I'll go pick it up on my way back if I remember. I should remember. Alrighty, what have we got? Don't want chunks of hardstone. Would have preferred that to be 3 chunks of sharpstone, really, but anyway. Can't always get what you want. That is a fact of life. So, see what we get from you. I don't want any pure business, because I don't need pure. That's overkill. Seriously overkill. Well, I said I didn't want any pure stuff, but hey, I got the chunks of sharpstone that I needed for plus 9, so that will do me. But, ooh, what's alerted you? God, obviously he was a little bit upset about something. Maybe he got bored, I don't know. Full moon grass. But yeah. So, now we're going to see what we need for the plus 10 killage. I would like it if we required less stuff, but I think we're going to be required to consume more. What can I do? What can I do? So, let's talk to Ed. Not Ed. Baldwin. It's not used to upgrading through Baldwin. I usually just go to Ed. Ooh. It's only 5 chunks of sharpstone. I was worried that it would be 6 or something, but, I mean, to be honest, these kinds of requirements are still pretty crazy, to be honest with you, but, anyway, give me just a moment. Now, the interesting thing here is that I guess it does make sense. In the process of trying to get pure, you're going to get a lot of other stuff as well. So you'll be getting all this other stuff, but you won't get pure. So the idea is that you should still have to consume that other stuff, because you probably have a lot of it trying to get the pure stuff, so... excuse me. So, I think we can do this. That shouldn't be a problem at all. So we'll have a look and see what damage our killage is doing right now. 206. So we are currently doing... hold on. Morion Blade, 210, 206. So, I think we're going to be doing like 215 with the killage. Now, what you need to understand is that regardless of whether or not it's not considerably stronger than the Morion Blade, you cannot ignore the fact that this is a lot faster than the Morion Blade attacking. So that is just important to mention. So, yeah, it doesn't actually matter if it's not that much stronger. That's just a luxury if it is, so, yeah. Go and put away the scimitar, and the penetrating sword, and the Uchigatana. In terms of when I'm going to get the Beast Talisman, I'll do it after I get the Ancient King set, I think. But it's funny because I thought that I was pretty much almost done with the work that I needed to do on the build itself, and I'd instead now be just going through the game. That's what I thought at the end of the video, at least, especially when I realized that I had a problem, or believed that I had a problem anyway, with the build. But here I am, dedicating an entire part, probably more than an entire part, or live stream I should say. I'm used to saying part, but live stream is the term this time. I'm dedicating an entire live stream here to actually continuing with the... Oh, what am I doing here? I need to use the Morion Blade, who would have thought? Killy's just still doing decent damage, but yeah, I'm spending an entire live stream part just working on the build without specifically playing through the game using that build, so that's cool. Now, this is probably my last chance to get these crystal lizards, I would say. Yes, I mean, what, do you need to have a rest? Have a breather? Maybe it's the Thief's Ring that causes that. Well, it's good that they paused, to be honest. I'd be annoyed if they didn't pause. They need to give you a chance, at least. Alright, come on, Crystal Lizard. No, don't go that way, shit. Keep that in mind. If I attack him from that angle, I'll go after him from that angle. Beautiful. So, how many chunks do we have now? Maybe, okay, we might need one more. I think I had one chunk of Sharpstone. I just can't remember. I might have had one chunk of Sharpstone, so I think we only need one more. So that would be beautiful if I didn't actually have to go into World 2 at all. Shit. What we could do... Okay, just for the sake of it, we'll actually go through World 4 right now. Ooh, have I? Yes, I have casted Second Chance. I was about to say, that would have been kind of bad if I didn't. No, because the problem is here, when he does that, your shield is actually up, right? You can see that your shield is up, but it's actually not up. That's the fucking terrible part. So what I need from you is not a one-shot, if you could possibly do that. So can you hit me, but not one-shot me? Beautiful, that's perfect, that's what I needed. So, no. Freaking asshole. Look at that. And he's not getting one shot. Oh my god. It's because I don't have the Clever Rat's ring on. But I don't want to have it on, to be honest. I'm a bit scared. So, alright. No, I think I will put it on. Because I'm at the point where I need damage right now. I don't want to be hitting these people twice. So let's, okay. What we're going to do is just go through the area normally. Oh. Not you. Don't really want to deal with you. It's these guys and their frickin' bolts that are going to kill me at this point. It's not the regular enemies. Oh my god, can you get down here? Stop being invisible. You little bastard. Just die, and then I need to get moving. Fuck me. I didn't have Second Chance on. Shit. So I wasted the fucking Old Spice for nothing. I spent that Old Spice to use Second Chance, and I forgot to use it. It's like, great. Those archers are a problem when you're running a low health sort of build like this, because what ends up happening is, like, those bolts can hit you very easily, but the thing is, in this area they do a lot of damage. So what would otherwise be a relatively insignificant attack is instead something that's just going to kill you, so it's very hard to avoid them. Okay, I think we're going to give the third Crystal Lizard a miss after all. So, let's just go and get our soul. I don't believe the Crystal Lizard has respawned. We're going to have a look and see, but I don't believe so. No. Didn't think so. I just had a feeling. It's not that I'm counting it, it's just that I have a certain intuition, I guess. So maybe I am subconsciously counting. I don't know if that's 4 or 5 or what, but yeah. Need to get my soul back. And then just go back, in general, to the Nexus. We've picked up a decent number of souls through killing the enemies here, which is cool. Don't want to get poked by you. Jeez. That's very docile of you, considering I don't have the Thief's Ring on. So we're just going to go back to World 4 to get our stuff. If I am correct in that I only need one more chunk of Sharpstone, I'm going to be pretty annoyed because, like, I don't want to go to World 2 and mess around in there just to get one chunk of Sharpstone. It would be nice to just have that one frickin' chunk, you know. But anyway, maybe I'd be able to pick it up somewhere, but I don't know where. And those trolls can drop them occasionally too. Now, let's actually put our stuff away and then double check to see what we need exactly. Chunk of hard stone, chunk of sharp stone. And we'll see. Because maybe a miracle will occur and we don't. A miracle has occurred and I actually had 2, not 1 chunk of sharpstone before I got those 3. I thought I only had 1. Beautiful. This is why we check before we waste our time, everyone. Killage plus 10. Done. So, that worked out very well. Whew. Trophy of Sharpness. We got 223 end damage, so that's 10 more damage than the Morion Blade, which isn't that much, but it is more. And that equates to more when you're, you know, doing percentage-based increases to the damage. But what's important is that it's better and this much fucking faster. So, yeah, the Killage plus 10 is going to absolutely shit on the Morion Blade in terms of DPS. Absolutely. Like, it's going to murder the Morion Blade, basically. Now, what we're going to do is get the Leechmonger Demon Soul. How do I want to do this? I don't really want to do a fast rolling build through World 5-1 because I'd just roll off the frickin' edge. So let's just play the game as normal, or as we have been doing it thus far with the Morion Blade. And, yeah. Because what we're going to do is get the Ancient King set first before upgrading our endurance, if you understand. So I think that's a good idea. In terms of our souls, yeah, I'm going to take my own advice. No, I should be fine. Fuck, if I'm using second chance, I don't need to worry about dying in this place. Come on. I mean, I've got no business being worried about that. Seriously. Alrighty. So it's going to be a little bit hard to get our health down in this area because these guys are not going to do much damage to me at all. But having said that, it's going to be easy technically to not have too much damage dealt to me, so I mean, try to pick out the positives where you can find them, but it's still going to be annoying to wait for all this. Oh, I should have gotten some fresh spice. That's actually really important. I've only got like 1 old spice, don't I? Yeah. Well, I'll consume that. It's alright. It's just, I mean, I can grind old spice if I want to, and I'm going to be getting more. You know what hit me? Oh my god. Do that heavy attack again, please. Don't push me. Just, yeah, fun fact, don't like... Oh, he's poisoned me, little bastard. You know what, that works out well. Let's... Alright, whatever. I do have Soldier's Lotuses, don't I? Yes. Royal Lotuses, sorry, that's what I need. Now, hit me. Actually, don't hit me. Yeah, at this point, don't hit me, because I need to get it exact. So if I can have a look and see, when I get that boost, there it is. Done. So now, we're in the boost. Cool. So the poison actually works pretty well, so that's nice. So at this point, we just need to play well, and not get hit stupidly. Of course, all these guys are going to get 1 hit. It's not so much to kill these guys in 1 hit that we want to get our health down and then get this weapon stronger. That's not the point. It's actually for the big guys. Because those big guys, I'll tell you what, they... Oh, can you not? This is why we have Crescent Moon Grass, you see. Ooh, too much. Hit me. Hit me. That's too much, man. And I'm fucking poisoned. Bastards. But that's alright. Because now, when I use a Crescent Moon, I won't overheal. God, this actually sucks, doing it in this area. Well, that was my fault for getting hit anyway. Oh, thank God you didn't do much damage, because that's passable. I didn't lose any health really, so... Yeah, I don't know about doing a Morion Blade in this area. Getting poisoned kind of sucks. Because I just can't allow that to happen. Or it could be good training for using Cursed Blade in conjunction with this, so... Yeah, I don't know. Come on. So you guys are gonna die. Okay. It's not quite what I wanted. He literally ducked his head and avoided my attack. I mean, he didn't do it specifically for that, but he was ducking his head and therefore didn't get hit by me. What is going on with you? Hello, you're gonna die. And you do have a friend over there, but he's not gonna bother me. I don't think anyway. And I do need to remember that I'm not using the Thief's Ring, so maybe I need to be careful. I shouldn't be doing the strong attack, to be honest. It's not necessary. I should only do the strong attack if I need that vertical, but I don't really need it. So, these guys are a bit of a worry. Done. Don't like my current health. Cool, I still have the boost. Perfect. It's funny, there are moments when Crescent Moon Grass is too much when it comes to the Morion Blade build, which is cool. It gives Crescent Moon Grass an actual use in late game, which is incredible really when you think about it. But anyway. Cool. Splinter of Faintstone, or Shard of Faintstone I should say. Faintstone is used for faith-based weapons, which is very interesting because in an area as filthy and disgusting as this Archstone is where you get stuff for faith-based weapons, so I don't know what they're trying to say there, but yeah, it's pretty funny. You'd think that faith-based weapons would be, I mean, I would think, maybe originally they were going to be in the Land of Giants. That would make more sense to me. Because remember, the giants in Anor Londo were miracle casting people. I don't want to get hit by you. You know what, I'm not even going to touch you guys. Fuck that shit. Because if I get poisoned, I just don't want to waste my time, basically, is what I'm telling you. Filthy woman. But yeah, remember, the giants in that area were actually pretty good with magic. Or, sorry, miracles. So, yeah. No! Fucking rats, man. I do not want to deal with these rats. Oh no. Bad. On a scale of 1 to bad, that's bad. So, I'm getting rocks dropped on me and everything. Don't let these guys hit you, please. Especially me, because I do not have a Widow's Lotus at this point. I can probably buy one from the Filthy Woman. Maybe that's why she's there in the first place, now that I think about it. No one else is alive? Good. It's called Keystone in this game. I vaguely remember that. So, Keystone is actually Archstone. Shard of Archstone. I don't know why they call it Keystone in this game. Keystone. Why do they call it Keystone? I have got no idea, ladies and gentlemen. I do apparently have a watcher on YouTube, but they're not talking to me, so I'm just not going to have YouTube open, I guess. So this is where things get dangerous. I don't really want to fight this guy, but I have to because, you know, he's here and he needs to die. Yeah, fall off. Good boy. Falls into the darkness. He's not the only one I have to fight. There's one more as well. Uh-oh. Hello. No. There we go. Oh god. There's a lot of you guys. So these guys must fall down or something when you come in here. I'm saying it as if I don't know how to play this game. It's because I don't. But anyway, there are a lot of comparisons that you can draw between Blighttown from Dark Souls and the Gutter from Dark Souls 2 to this area. So definitely I'd say that they're quite similar. Now, you can get a really good look at the Morion Blade at this angle. This is actually, you know, this is a very good spot to stand to get a good angle of something. Because look at that, this is the first time I've ever been able to look at the Morion Blade in such detail. Look at this. It's actually got like this, that's amazing, look at that. You can actually really see that. Wow, I like that a lot. I think I need to restart my my Twitch playback to actually get that a bit more live, but god, that's, wow, it just looks so good. I'm telling you, I've never seen the Morion Blade in such good quality. You would not be able to see it in this kind of quality, or this close up, unless you had the actual graphic file for the weapon. So yeah, there's the Morion Blade, guys. Looks cool. I always thought it looks cool. I hate you guys. So if I go two-handed, maybe it gives me more range with that. I don't know. Okay, so cool. I didn't get poisoned by those assholes. It's an important thing to avoid. Come on, don't you mess me around. No! What was that? I was channeling Pingu, don't mind me. You know, I was not a fan of Pingu when I was a kid. I thought it was creepy as hell. But anyway, Pingu. So, we're pretty much at the boss now, I think. So, I think the Leechmonger is going to die fairly quickly, but I need to be careful so as not to lose my damage boost during this fight. So we'll see what we can do. Yeah, my playback is all kinds of bad right now, so... but that's alright, because I know your playback isn't going to be too bad, so... That's the important thing, it's your experience, not my experience. But I do need to entertain myself as well. Imagine if I... Uh-oh. Whew, that's good. Because, I mean, I wouldn't have actually died there, it's just the problem is that... oh, yeah, you see? This is what I mean about being careful about keeping my health boost. I'm slowly losing my health over time. Oh, that's going to kill me. Quickly, no, ballsack. Okay, I've lost my said health boost. I meant damage boost, but anyway. This guy is an actual asshole. It's going to suck against the Dirty Colossus as well, but whatever. We can fight this guy relatively normally because 210 damage or so is perfectly fine. I don't know what you're doing, but you're annoying me. He's healing himself, that's what he's fucking doing. Asshole. Anyone who heals themselves is just anus. Heinous anus. But anyway. Heinous anus. So we've got some more Crescent Moon Grass. This is a good place to go if you want Crescent Moon Grass, but you can just buy it for a low price anyway, so who cares. There's the Archstone. Sorry, the Keystone. Wriggling Demon Soul. That's what we need for Poison Cloud. Now, I've got no idea if we actually need to rescue Sage Frag to make Poison Cloud. We probably do, but we'll do that when we need to. Don't know why the cicadas are back. The cicadas had actually fucked off for a day, because yesterday was a pretty, well, rainy, windy day, so the cicadas fucked off, but now they're back. They need to go back to fucking off, I think, because I really don't like cicadas and how they ruin every fucking video I record, and they always have done. Always. That's pretty much my life. But, it's only during the summer that they're around, fortunately, but, yeah, seriously, I hate them. Anyway, so what we're going to do is talk to Sage Frag's apprentice and probably come to the realization that we can't get Poison Cloud without rescuing Sage Frag. How did I guess? He doesn't actually do any Demon Soul infusions. Well, swapping a Demon Soul for a spell sort of situation. He doesn't do that, so we need to go and rescue Sage Frag, which isn't going to take too long because we already have the key. I'm 98% sure of that. Anyway. So, we'll try to do this nice and fast. How long have I been streaming for? About an hour. I'll be streaming for another hour, pretty much. I plan to be finished within an hour. I said that I was going to stream for 2 hours last time. This time I'm serious, because last time I streamed for 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's not going to happen this time. I will be stopping in 1 hour, so... Because I do have places to go today. It's called going to work, so... Anyway. That is the plan. So pretty much we want to go all the way to... I guess the access point to the other side of the... whatever you call it, the big crossbows. I don't even know what to call that. I think calling them big crossbows is just not a good way to refer to them, to be honest, but... Yeah. I'm not bothering with the Morion Blade business right now, because I just want to get through this nice and quickly. I don't have the time. Actually, I might cast Second Chance, just in case. You never know what happens. It just gives me... Well, it helps me with the muscle memory. If I can develop that, it helps. Because oftentimes, when I have Second Chance, I forget to cast it, and then I die, and I go, oh, why am I dead? It's because you're stupid, and you forgot to cast Second Chance, so... It's really quite simple. Or is it here? It's here, I think. It should be in here. I'm pretty sure I have the key. Pretty positive. Yes. Special key. So, I'm being stupid. Obviously the jailer's key and the special key are not the same thing in this game. That's something that I thought was the case before, so... I'm just an idiot, don't worry about it. So, we're going to head back to the Nexus and then talk to Sage Frag, get the Poison Cloud spell, and then cheese the ever-loving shit out of whatever that person's name is. Old King Doran, yeah. Because Old King Doran, I would suggest, is the hardest frickin' thing to fight in this game, bar none. Like, there's just no question about... Oh, not this way. This way. I think that's a drop-off over that way. Maybe even a shortcut, but I don't care. I don't want to risk it. So, back down the stairs over this way, and then we will end up back in the Nexus, more or less. So... The reason why we're getting Old King Doran set once again is because it's lighter than the Mirdan set right now, but it's only a decrease of like 10 defense or something like that, which when weighed up against the amount of weight that we lose is actually a fair trade-off. And then you've also got the aesthetic aspect to it. I think the Ancient King set looks pretty cool, so yeah. Regardless. We're going to go to Sage Frag. We're going to chat him up and get his spell. Hello, my guy. Yes, yes, yes. So, remember magic? No. Learn magic, you idiot. I'm referring to myself as an idiot. Death Cloud is obviously better than Poison Cloud, but Poison Cloud does the job. Hide. Did you see that? Hide. Okay. Anyway, hide from what? Obviously, enemies, but just calling it hide, okay, is just stupid. I think it's called cloak in the Atlas version, which is a bit better than hide. But anyway, are we ready to go? I think so. That's a rhyme. Do we want to? No, we don't want to level up yet. I told you guys that I'm not going to level up my endurance until I've got the Ancient King set. And I would say that to fast roll with the Ancient King set, plus the Morion Blade and the Killage and a Talisman, we're going to need a bit more endurance than we have right now. So, yeah. I think that's the scenario. That's the current situation. So... we are going to head all the way, well, not all the way. We do have a shortcut unlocked, so it makes it a little bit better, but yeah, we're going to head to the left side shortcut, because if we took the right shortcut, it would suck. It would take a lot longer. It's not even a shortcut at that point. That's the scenic route. Well and truly. This is the way we want to go. Excuse me. It's the cling ring area. Don't explode that, please. I mean, I think I got hit with that directly because I'm stupid, but fortunately I have pretty good defense right now. I'm a reasonably high soul level for this area. 50, yes, that's a... In Demon Souls, 50 is close to endgame soul level. Endgame soul level in Demon Souls is around 70, I think. It's just, I think that's correct. Whereas in Dark Souls, I'd say 90. Maybe 85, 90 is the endgame soul level. Comfortably. And then the PvP soul level was between 100 and 120. 120 was generally the PvP soul level in Dark Souls, but some did 110 and some did 100 and... or just 100, sorry. I generally did 110 just to go in between. And that was by the recommendation of Jerp Does Games, who was a guy that I used to watch a long time ago. Well, not hugely long, but it's been a long time since I've watched him, put it that way. Oh my god, it's been... this year will have been 5 years since I stopped watching him, so yeah, it was a while ago, I guess. Anyway, so we're going to kill this guy. We don't need the Morion Blade health boost here, because we're not going to be fighting this guy normally. We're instead going to be cheesing him to high hell, or high heaven, low hell, whatever. I guess I can say high hell, ironically. Oh, hello. I've got a friend. Can you maybe go away? Come on. Don't do that. Okay, you're both dead. How about that? Now that's the attack that kills you. He does a spear charge at you and gets you caught in a stun lock and basically pierces you completely. Now it's very important that we equip the Thief's Ring for this. It's essentially the Grave Robber's Ring, but for regular people. So if this guy were a Black Phantom, we'd equip the Grave Robber's Ring, but the Thief's Ring is going to do more or less the same thing. Now we need the Catalyst equipped here, obviously. So let's go put that on. And now it's time to relax, everyone, because this guy is going to take a while to die. Oh. I don't have any means of getting my MP back. Let's go back, everyone. I can't fucking believe I've just gone and done that. So the problem is that we're probably going to want to recast Poison Cloud a number of times. Now, it does not actually consume much of my MP when I cast it. So there's a fair possibility that I wouldn't actually use all of my MP by recasting it the number of times that I would need to recast it to actually kill Old King Doran. But on the off chance that it's not enough, and I've just sat around for like 15 minutes waiting for Old King Doran to die, there's going to be some serious rage. So basically what I'm telling you is that I'm wasting my time now to prevent the possibility of wasting my time a lot more. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm returning to the Nexus, buying some fresh spice, and then returning to Old King Doran to do that. The reason why I'm frustrated by that is because it was my intention before to, what's the word? It was my intention before to get fresh spice because I didn't have any freaking old spice anymore. I didn't have anything. So I was wanting to buy more fresh spice, but I completely forgot. So had I remembered to do that, I wouldn't have had to backtrack like this. But anyway, it's so annoying. Anyway. I'm gonna go talk to Baldwin, get his crap. Literally his crap. And then, yeah. 20 we'll get. We'll get 20 for good measure. Saves us from having to buy a lot of it later. Like, as in, when I say buy a lot of it, I just bought a lot of it, but what I mean is repeatedly go to buy fresh spice from him many times. So, yeah, that's the idea. Go back to YouTube because I'm not getting much action on Twitch today. Actually, maybe I'll go back to Twitch. So what we'll do is, because I need to answer nature's call fairly soon, but how we're going to work that is probably on the first round of Old King Doran's health being depleted by Poison Cloud. I'm probably going to go and do that. So, because I don't really need to be present for that. He's not going to get aggroed while under the effects of Poison Cloud as long as I don't move, so we'll be fine. As long as some freak accident doesn't happen, we'll be fine, generally. So, yes, it is annoying that I have to do this again. I do realise this. You're probably annoyed as well. Just be glad we didn't have to backtrack to World 2 in this video, okay? Consider that for a moment. Would you like to see World 2 again? Because I wouldn't, and I'm sure you wouldn't either, so just be glad we didn't have to do that, basically. Anyway. Keep away from this guy. May as well kill you. May as well kill everyone here, because it saves the possibility of people coming after me while I'm away. And whittling down Old King Doran's health. It's just a good idea, I think. Die. And die. Thank you. Because remember, we had one guy tailing us before, but that was probably because we didn't have the Thief's Ring on. We have it on now, so we shouldn't have any problems at all. Yeah. If you think about it, the fact that we have 210 damage right now, and this guy is in the first freaking area of the game, and it takes like 5 to 6 hits to kill this guy with 210 damage, that's insanely overpowered for an enemy in the first freaking level, so yeah. So instead of actually targeting him to do this, I'm going to do this business. Not good enough. That's alright, I have fresh spice to recast this shit. There we go, that's close enough. Alrighty. I think, okay, if we stand in targetable distance, that's alright. As long as we're targeting him, he shouldn't heal himself. Because he can actually heal himself, this guy. I'll be back in a minute or so. Okay. Oh, where's my controller? There it is. I think very soon. Oh, shit. Anyway, don't worry. I think I need to recast this fairly soon. Oh, I've lost my target. I'll leave and then come back in. Ooh. Oh. I see, once you get into a certain point.
Go for
Ah. Okay. This is strange because before, maybe I dealt so much damage to him before that he just did not. Because I was attacking him before. Generally what you do is you attack him and he won't aggro, right? But maybe I have no hope of actually aggroing this guy right now. We'll see. I'll cast another Poison Cloud just to make sure that he's getting hit with that, isn't he? Yes, he is. Beautiful. So that's just to make sure that he keeps having his health reduced. So he's not going to aggro no matter what. Because what we've done is we've actually had it so that we haven't.
I am the old king, but may that may.
Chill out, mate. What I don't understand, he's glitching out because we attacked him normally last time, and generally what he will do is not actually aggro until you're past a certain amount of health. But maybe we, in one strike, dealt that damage. So I find that difficult to understand or believe even, but actually I have a glass of water here, but I need to change it because I had an ant floating in it, and I think I had a bit of dust as well. So, I mean, come on. I'm not putting up with that shit. So I know it's not incredibly enjoyable to watch me cheese the ever-loving shit out of Old King Doran, but hey, I'm not going to be fighting him normally, put it that way. Hello, second viewer, you gonna actually stay? No? Of course not. It doesn't bother me. But anyway, I don't know if he's actually going to aggro at some point. I just don't know what to expect with this guy because he's doing strange things. We got his health down so frickin' far by the time he decided that he wanted to attack us. So, I don't know. And by say decide he wanted to attack us, he gave us that text to say, you dare challenge me very well, and all of that business. So, yeah. That means he's now going to get pissed off if we go within his aggro distance, which of course does change depending on the whether or not you have the Thieves Ring on, basically, so yeah. I might recast it fairly soon. Let's recast it now. That's, yeah. That's reapplying it, I'm pretty sure. Now that's a point. It probably doesn't actually keep the build-up going. How it probably works is that once it wears off, like it's got a set amount of time that the original poison's going to wear off, and then recasting it is not going to work, because it's like, for instance, you're playing a game yourself, like you're in Demon Souls or Dark Souls or whatever, and you're poisoned, right? Any poison build-up is irrelevant. You have a set amount of time in which you're going to no longer be poisoned. So it's not like if you stay in the poison lake, for instance, in world shitballs. There we go. I'm just worried about him healing himself. But yeah, seriously, you're going to run out of poison, I think, even if you're constantly being poisoned. So that's how that works, I'm pretty sure. So it might work the same for him, and I think we've just been able to confirm that that's how it works, because despite us recasting it, he did run out of the poison. So I think at this level of health, we won't need to cast it again. It was only by chance before that we had recasted it, and his poison ran out, so he immediately got poisoned again. So that's why his health reset to 1 when we had it cast before. So, well, not reset to 1, but you know, the damage was reset to 1. The damage chain, damage count, or whatever. So to be honest, if you want to compare this to fighting Old King Doran normally, like, I know which I'd prefer to do. I wouldn't want to do this shit. It's awful. As in, fight him. I mean, this shit is okay. I wouldn't want to do that shit, rather, to use the correct English. Don't worry, second viewer. I know it's not very fun at the moment. It'll be more fun soon. He's almost dead. I'm just getting his armor set. If you want to talk to me, second viewer, that's possible. Well, that doesn't make sense. If you want to talk to me, that would be great. It is possible for you to talk to me, but I don't know. I just need a bit of entertainment at this point, because this is not fun. Oh, third viewer. Hello, third viewer. You've come at the best possible time. There's so much going on. No, there's really not that much going on. He's almost dead. Don't worry. I think it's around 700 when he loses it. Or 800. I don't know. I forgot to have a look last time. Maybe it's 800. I think the difference between Poison Cloud and Death Cloud is that Death Cloud will deal more damage over the same period of time. So they probably have the same wear-off time, but the difference is that Death Cloud will deal a lot more in that time. So Death Cloud probably deals it in 30s rather than 5s, I would say. Maybe not quite so much. Third viewer was not at all impressed, so he left immediately. Alrighty. That's the classic King Doran death sound, and it's absolutely worth hearing. The reason why they do that is because, I mean, you've probably just had quite a confrontation with this guy to kill him. So he goes, he's basically Tarzan. So it's very funny. Anyway, aside from, we'll try and pick up the Demon Brand. Or is this? Yeah, this is Demon Brand. So it's not even worth picking up, to be honest with you. Well, let's start by equipping the Ancient King set. Why not? So you can see that we're losing defense here as we do this. We're getting more fire defense, but whatever. Overall, we lose about 10 defense or so. But you can see, it looks pretty cool. I like how it looks anyway. This is annoying me. I don't need Demon Brand. Fuck that shit. I really don't care about it. So, we're going to head back to the Nexus, and our current port of call, I believe, is... I mean, can we... Whew, we're fast rolling with this. Woohoo! So, what that means is that we can Morion Blade here, Killage here, and fast roll without any problems. And then Talisman here. But what we need is the Beast Talisman, because then the Talisman that we'll have here will both be buffing and also casting Second Chance. So that's good. Just to demonstrate fast rolling builds here, and I'm getting hit like an idiot. I just need some, what do you call it? I need some training. I need to get used to this. I can't parry with this weapon, sadly. The R2 just is an attack with the Morion Blade, and then the R1 is, sorry, the L2 and the L1 are shielding and attack mechanics, rather than parry mechanics. So that's sad. Third viewer returned. Hello, third viewer. He felt guilty for leaving. I mean, fair enough. Or maybe it's a different third viewer. It's not like it tells me. You people are nothing more than numbers to me right now. No, but really, I think we're in a good situation because we don't actually need to upgrade our endurance further to be able to fast roll, which is really good, so I'm happy to see that. Will I be switching from the Ancient King set to the Bear Down set when I'm using the Morion Blade as an actual weapon? So to have like a slower moving sort of situation? Probably not, because I can fast roll with the Steel Shield as well. So we'll probably just forget it. Oh, third viewer was not impressed once again. Look, I'm sorry, third viewer. I mean, what can I do? So, basically, we need to get the Beast Talisman. So I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to bring down World 2. Where are we at? Oh god, it's really bright. That's gonna need some serious dyeing to get it down to pure black. Oh, 6. Balls. Is that even gonna be enough? I don't know if that's gonna be enough. 6. No, it's not gonna be enough. I'm gonna need like 7 or something. Maybe 6 would be enough to get it to pure black, but then I need another Stone of Ephemeral Eyes to be alive to fight Skippy the Wanderer. Where can I get some Stones of Ephemeral Eyes? You don't sell them, do you, Patches? I don't think you do. I don't think anyone sells them in this game. What do you have to say for yourself? You sell Archstone Shards, but nothing else. Cat's Ring. Look how freaking expensive it is in this game. Fragrant Ring. Where can I get Stones of Ephemeral Eyes? Well, where's one that I can think of? Have I gotten the free one in... I think I got the free one, yeah. The one that's just sort of sitting around in the Nexus. Alright, well, you know what we'll do? We'll take down World 2 as much as we can. God, I hate doing this. I'm a bit annoyed that I don't have that much in the way of Stones of Ephemeral Eyes. The reason why is because I was dying like a fucking idiot before, so that's half my problem. Now, I'd be picking up Stones of Ephemeral Eyes if I just continued through the game normally, but I've been spending a lot of time retracing my steps to get the build happening, so... whatever. Let's bring down the World Tendency, shall we? You can see how fast you run in this game when you're a light moving build. Oh! Don't worry, man. I like your pants, or your lack of pants. Because if you look at him, he doesn't really have pants on. which is nice. Does he have pants? This is the question. He does have pants, actually. He's dressed like a Roman, basically. At least that's how I would picture a Roman to be dressed. So here we go. Time to Stone of Ephemeral Eyes, and then die again. You know what would be really good? Now, this is just an idea. If... when you used the Ancient King set, every single time you died, instead of going, ah, you went, ah, that would be just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I would be very happy with that. Voice of a Golden God. Saxy Waxy, I don't know if you're the current viewer or what, but hello. Golden God. What is a Golden God anyway? It sounds good, so I'll take that compliment. Anyway. So, we don't actually get an update on the world tendency until we return to the Nexus, as you guys know. Not only is that a lack of a visual update, but it's also a lack of in-world updates. So you can see that Stonefang Tunnel still is quite white. Where it says Stonefang Tunnel, you have a circle that indicates the world tendency. And whatever that circle is actually what you're playing in. So even though we have died a number of times, the world tendency is in fact still at the same level that it was before, because we have not returned to the Nexus. So that's basically what the situation is. Now, we're going to see exactly how low it is once we have died here. We're going to return to the Nexus now and have a look. Return to the Nexus. Now, what bothers me is that I don't have many attempts against Skippy the Wanderer, Black Phantom. I haven't fought him in so long. We're talking at least 6 years, at least. No, 7, at least 7. I keep forgetting that this length of time is getting greater. It's been 10 years since I've played the fucking game. Since I first played the game, sorry. So we're talking about maybe 8 or 9 years since I last fought Skippy, so holy shit. Anyway, point being that if I fuck up, then it's going to suck, because I don't have many chances to fuck up. I think we're 1 level off. I think. Because this tricked me before. I thought I had 2 levels to go. But actually, it was only 1 level off. So, based on that, I'd say that's 1 level off. Because you see, ordinarily I would say that that's like 2 off, but no. I'd say that's 1 more and we should be okay. But that's so bad, because that leaves us with no chances to fail against Skippy the Wanderer. So, I need to decide what I want to do. Do I want to give Skippy a Wanderer? Do we want to give Skippy the Wanderer a shot with no chances to heal after we die if we fail? Or do we want to pick up some Stones of Ephemeral Eyes first and then give him a shot? I don't know. Either way, I'm putting myself in a bit of a shit situation, as you guys can tell. But anyway, we're probably going to level up before we do anything, so... because we do almost have 90,000 souls to consume, so... yeah, that's probably a thing that's going to happen. Alrighty. So, come on. You know, the amount of time you spend sitting through loading screens in this game is quite intense. That is pure black. We are now at pure black. If we go into world 2-2, we should be able to confront Skippy the Wanderer. So, the Black Phantom version, that is. You can confront him in, like, when he's alive as well. It's just that he won't be in Black Phantom form, and he won't actually drop the Beast Talisman, so worth mentioning. Now, Stones of Ephemeral Eyes. Where can I get them? Okay, I know exactly where to get one, because I haven't picked this one up yet. Let's go into the Adjudicator Archstone, which is World 4-2, and we're going to pick up one that I missed before, because I'm stupid, obviously. Yeah. I'm not stupid, it's just that it missed me. Or my mind missed it. Anyway, so I'm going to show you where one is, just in general, but I've picked this one up. It's just there. So if you drop there, it's on that body right there, but I have already picked that up. So I actually picked up the less obvious one. The one that we're missing, and I may as well killage this guy to death coming up. Because why not? Come on, drop on his head. There you go. God, that must hurt. I've probably just broken his back now, or his spinal cord. His spinal cord has now snapped because I landed on his head and it went crunch. Ooh, that's gross. No, but true. I would say that that would definitely happen. So, we'll pick this up, why not? The Stone of Ephemeral Eyes that we need is just at the top here, and there is going to be this thing to kill us if we are stupid and go, oh hey, it's an item, and just completely ignore the fact that there's a pressure plate and die. Yeah. So now we can we do have a Shard of Archstone, but I'm not going to use it now. It's just not necessary. There's also the fact that I'm running really fast with my current build weights, so yeah, it's not necessary. But that's one thing that I do love about Demon Souls, is how fast you run when you are light. Because this, I mean, this guy, he could run a fucking however 100-meter sprint. I don't know how many 100 meters of a sprint that you would normally do in a, whether it be an Olympic race or what, but whatever the standard is. Is it 500-meter sprint? I don't know. I mean, 500 meters is kind of a lot to sprint, but 100-meter sprint? Can you even get up enough speed? I don't know. I've got no idea. I've got 4 viewers for the first time today. Hello, everyone. I have an audience. What's going on? Don't worry, they won't last. They never do. No, I say it in jest, of course. Stay, please, stay. Okay, so we have 94,000 souls, which is good. So we're going to use those. But before we actually consume them, we're going to actually... Well, before we use them, we're going to consume this stuff to give us even more souls. Because I'm not content with 94,000 souls. I'd immediately forgotten the amount. But, yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to consume all of these, then we'll level up, then we'll take on Skippy the Wanderer. What am I going to be leveling up in terms of my stats? Probably Vitality. Because I'm a huge wuss, and I need that Vitality. Normally I don't really focus on Vitality, it's not really a thing for me, but for a build like this, where 30% of my health is going to be more and more depending on how high my Vitality is, yeah, I'm going to be getting my Vitality upgraded, so that's the situation here. So, oh, I lost a viewer. Okay, so, it's alright, it's constantly doing that. It entertains me for now to make jokes about that, but if I make jokes about that in every single live stream, it's going to get boring, so, because it happens in every live stream, you'll just have viewers coming in and out, in and out. I mean, God knows what they need for entertainment, but obviously I'm not good enough. So, there you are, woman over there. What we're going to do is put as many points, and well, let me just see if there's anything else that I want to upgrade first. I think we're alright with endurance for now. If we do need to increase our endurance at any point in time, it would only be up to maybe 20, so... Which is really good considering that I would have needed to upgrade endurance at least 10 times to be able to fast roll with the Mare Down set, so fuck that set, I'm using this. Yeah, I'm happy with everything else. We're just going to put points into Vitality now. That's what I think. Yep, let's just do it. I am done, thank you. So we now have 2 Stones of Ephemeral Eyes, so effectively, we've got 1 chance, I'm going to say. We've got 1 chance, but if we fail, we'll still be able to heal ourselves, so that's the point. It's not sensible to say that we've got only 1 chance. We've technically, got no chances if we don't have any Stones of Ephemeral Eyes when we go and take on Skippy the Wanderer, because if we fail, then we do not have any means of healing ourselves because we will be down all of our stones. So yeah, that's a situation that is a thing. Now, what we're going to do is actually try Cursed Blade plus Morion Blade plus this business. So, yeah, what we're going to do is talk to this guy, just because he's closer for no other... Oh, so he doesn't want to even talk to us if we can actually talk to Sage Frake. I guess he has an inferiority complex, but anyway. So we've got 1-time revival, cursed weapon. Now, what we're going to do is equip the talisman here, because we're not equipping anything else there. And then we'll equip the wooden catalyst here. It's important to have the wooden catalyst here because otherwise we can't apply it to our right-hand weapon. Whereas this talisman doesn't really matter. It's just to cast one-time revival. How goes the battle? Hello. Welcome back, Proof. It's good to see you. I think you first appeared yesterday, is that right? But either way, I thank you for returning to the stream. It's good to see you, as I said. How goes the battle? It's going pretty well. I just killed Old King Doran, who is the hardest person to fight in the entire game. But it's not really much of an achievement considering I cheesed him to death using Poison Cloud. As well as that, what else did I do? I went and got the Killage here, which is a dexterity scaling weapon, more or less. Quite fast attacking if I attack as fast as possible here. But we got it to plus 10 using the Sharpstone that we had, plus some that I got from Crystal Lizards in World 1. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to branch out with the Morion Blade build a little bit by, instead of doing a slow shield-based build, we're going to have a... Well, I say that, but it's just another option. It's not like we're going to start doing this fast-moving build here permanently. It's just another option of combat. And it's a very useful option, actually, because what we're doing right now is using a weapon that is dealing more starting damage than the Morion Blade, and it attacks this frickin' fast. So, basically, the Morion Blade is nothing by comparison, because you can see the Morion Blade starting damage is 210, and it attacks like this. So, you know, it's obviously this is a bit better, but anyway. I think we're ready to go, guys. Do I have enough fresh spice? Yeah, 20 will do, just for this. Let's get moving. That's how I take him down too, yeah. It's the best way to do it. Because seriously, he's just a bastard to fight. Normally, I've done it before, I've absolutely done it before, but it was shit, and I don't want to do it again. But I don't think I've ever done it without second chance. I don't believe I have. So I've done in melee before, so I can attest to the fact that I've wasted my time with that. But bloody hell. As far as not having second chance, I wouldn't even dream of doing it without second chance, because if you fail, then you like using the cleaver. That's a very, very good weapon. It's very good because, well, it's the best. It's probably, I would refer to it as the best quality scaling weapon in the series, not just in this game, but in the series, because it has pretty good base damage, like really good, like at least 200, probably 250, plus an S scaling in both strength and dexterity. How much better does it get than that? Not much better, basically. So, if it probably doesn't get better at all, basically. But anyway, we're probably going to try to get our health down here. You can see we've got a lot more health right now, so I don't know how much damage these guys are going to do to me, but anyway. They'll do enough over time. Let's go, mate. Splinter of Spider Stone. Come on. Then one more will be enough, for sure. Well, let's heal first before he does that. There we go. Now we're in the... Oh, guess what I almost forgot to cast. Ha 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 ha, very funny. No, get out of there. So that was actually really sad that I was in that situation. So let's roll in, do that. Oh, bastard! I was hoping you'd actually get... I'm an idiot. How about that? I've already reached the point where, like... Oh, shit. That really sucks. Okay, so... I want to be able to get more than one fucking hit in. That's for sure. Okay, so... I'll do this again. Hit me. There we go, cool. So, normally I'd be one-shotting these guys, but because they have so much slashing resistance, it's, yeah, not a one-shot sort of situation right now. It's a one-shot situation with me, though. But yeah, the cleaver does flatten enemies. It has the same attack style as the greatsword. No, sorry. Yes, the greatsword, sorry. I always get confused by that stuff, because the greatsword is an ultra greatsword, right? So, anyway. Oh, that was a lot of stuff. I had a guy with a bag that I could have killed all this time. I'm an idiot. Anyway, because I was trying to grind for stuff before, and I think there's another guy with a bag further down. Can you just die? Like, don't waste my time, please. Thank you. I mean, these guys are going to be annoying, but anyway. Whoa, hi. Get out of there. God, it's spooky when you're like able to get one shot by these guys. But that's going to be New Game Plus in a nutshell, basically. Oh, I don't have the... That's why I'm not one-shotting them. 536 damage, everyone. 536 damage on a weapon that attacks like this. Do you have any idea how insane that is? Like, that is just, wow. Anyway, so... And for those who are not familiar with Demon Souls and don't really understand what these damage numbers mean, hey, it's not very different to any of the other Souls games. You know, 500 damage in any Souls game is a lot. So, that, I mean, I'm pretty sure it might even be exactly the same no matter what Souls game you're playing. So, if you think about how much damage, let's say you're familiar with Dark Souls 2's damage numbers. If you can imagine 536 damage on a weapon that attacks this fast in Dark Souls 2, it's no different in this game, put it that way. So... yeah. Crescent Moon Grass is going to be helpful here because I'm going to be losing small amounts of health as I drop down here, so yeah. I'm a bit scared to fight Skippy the Wanderer, I have to be serious with you guys, because I do not have much confidence. Especially considering, uh-oh, that's not what I wanted. Because, ooh, he doesn't aggro, fortunately. I wasn't worried about the health so much, I was more worried about the aggro business. Are you ready? Because I'm not. This is going to be interesting because Cursed Weapon is going to slowly but surely whittle down my health as time goes on. But this is the moment of truth to see how much damage I'm going to get from Cursed Blade to start with, or Cursed Weapon. And then also to see what it's going to be like fighting this guy just in general. Because I think I'm going to get slammed, basically. One thing that people do is they kick him down here, but I'm just worried that he's going to die in midair. Because if he dies in midair, then his item is going to be in midair. But I think it's possible to quit and reload and his item will be where he would normally spawn. So, if things start getting ugly, because we can kick, can't we? No, we do this shit. We'd have to... No. No. Alright, well let's unequip this and see if we can kick. Well, it's not kicking, but it's... So, are we headbutting? Okay, now, maybe I'm an idiot, but I never knew that I could headbutt in this game. Did you know that you could headbutt in Demon Souls? I didn't. Well, it's a learning process for everyone, but, what the fuck? Anyway, so, excellent. So here we go, we're about to take on Skippy the Wanderer. I'm a little bit worried. This is going to take me off my damage boost. I'm aware of this, but how we're going to work it is we're going to... okay, now we're in the damage boost. Cool. Let's get moving with this as quickly as possible. He's going to cast Anti-Magic Field. That's okay. We don't need Anti-Magic Field here. Look at that. We're doing a lot of fucking damage to this guy. And we're... whoa, don't get hit with that. Or hit by that, rather. So because we're stunning him like this, this is really good. That's perfect, in fact. Now we're bleeding him. This is really good. Ooh, there we go. That was fucking fast. Did you see how fast that was, guys? That was crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to Fresh Spice. His anti-magic field is not too bad for us, to be honest. Like, that's okay. I'm going to run over here. I'm going to cast Second Chance. And then we're going to recast... shit. This is not good, guys. Simply because, I mean, that... you can see that the situation here... oh my god. Shit! What a prick! And he's just healed himself. Like, instantly. Dickball. What an asshole. Seriously. You know what we might have to do? We might have to Poison Cloud cheese this guy too. I didn't want to do that, but... it might be necessary. Look at this. He just heals himself. Oh my god. You know what? Do it. I don't care. Let's Poison Cloud him. Yeah, I think headbutting probably doesn't do damage. I think it's just a... it's basically an attack interrupting thing. It's like a kick or you know. So I don't think it does damage. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to Poison Cloud cheese this little piece of shit. Because I'm not... look, originally. Like, I would be able to actually kill this guy without any problems. It's just that I fucked up at the start a little bit because I let him fireball me. Actually, it wasn't even fireball. It was, whatever it's called, fire spray, maybe. It's where he fires this tiny little thing that casts so fast and it moves so fast that actually I couldn't react to it. So he basically killed me right at that moment. Took me into second chance, basically. And then I was fucked from that point on. So, if I had enough Stones of Ephemeral Eyes to keep retrying, I would absolutely do it normally, because I was doing a lot of damage to him right there, you could tell. Like, that's a lot. And I acknowledge that. However, what we're going to do is instead Morion Blade, Shield, but then also, and I don't think, it might be best to have the Grave Robber's Ring on, just for good measure. And I'm also going to get the Poison Cloud, and we're going to cheese him, okay? Do I want to cheese him? No, but I need to, it looks like. Unless I waste my time, basically. Unlearn it. I actually did press to unlearn. I've got 20 minutes left for this live stream, by the way. He is a cheap ass. He's a fucking... Sorry, no. I said he cast anti-magic field. I'm being completely stupid. What you should do is yourself cast anti-magic field, because what that does is make it so that he can't cast magic, and that's a big deal. So maybe it would make more sense to, instead of have second chance for that fight, use anti-magic field. So what is even required for that? I don't think Storm Demon Soul. That's why I'm not doing it. Because I looked at this before, right? All of the build that I'm doing right now, I looked at before, and I remembered that I was thinking, yeah, okay, that's fine, we'll use the Miracle for anti-magic field, and then use that on Skippy the Wanderer, but I can't, because I've already used the Storm Demon Soul on the Morion Blade, so we literally cannot. So that's the situation. Time to cheese the little prick. I don't really like doing this twice. Like, I did it with Old King Doran, but I want the Beast Talisman, man. What can I do? What can I say? Let's... Oh, where is my talisman? We'll equip it here, and then... I guess Wooden Catalyst here, why not? Don't you hit me. Get out of here. So the best thing is that I can fast roll with this stuff, so... Old King set for the win. Or the Ancient King set, sorry. Old King Doran set, Ancient King set, you know. I basically fused those together, but that's alright. Is that going to hit you? Yes, it is. One-shot him, in fact. We'll pick up this stuff, because he does drop upgrade materials, yeah. So, these guys, I'm probably going to ignore them. I don't have the Thief's Ring on right now, but that's alright. I should be alright to get through them. Especially with fast rolls. And then I'll just start dropping down, basically. If they want to drop after me, they can, but they'll just die, so... I don't really care. Basically, is what I'm telling you. Now... So, we've got the Grave Robber's Ring now. And you could see before that he was not really aggroing at all, so... Yeah, we're going to be fine. We'll just, if we do aggro him for some reason, okay, what we're going to do is try to push him off the edge. So, but that's going to be really dangerous in and of itself. Speak English, Doomling, please, if you can possibly manage that. So what we're going to do is Fresh Spice, because we need to, and then we're going to Poison Cloud this guy to death. Now, I'm going to get in targetable distance. Try to do that. That's probably not going to reach him. Didn't think so. So we'll get a bit closer. We can. At this point, in targetable distance, without the Grave Robber's Ring, he probably would attack us, but anyway. I'm not going to go and get my soul. I don't even have that many souls there, so it's alright. Will he heal himself? I don't know. But, yeah. Let's just sit tight and relax. Again. So, yeah, I'll be finishing the stream in about 15 minutes from now, and we should be able to do that in this time. So, I'm sure you could do a Poison Cloud only run, which would be hilarious. And I might do it one day. One day. But, oh, God. I'm sure there are some enemies that don't get affected by poison, but, yeah. Just relax, everyone. Just relax. Chill out and watch him die. So, I believe at this range, I can actually just cast Poison Cloud normally and just not have to go closer than this. That's actually a good place to put it. I was wondering where to put my sake glass. Instead of putting it here, maybe I could put it on my laptop. Good idea, me. Because it's nice and small, so... There's a chicken having a real fucking spat. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's a very upset chicken. Okay. Oh, the dog's chasing the chicken. There's a fucking dog next door, and it keeps chasing the fucking chicken. Now, I don't care about the dog. I don't care about the chicken. I care about the fucking people going, "Yeah, stop chasing the chicken." Oh, I spilt some sake. No, seriously, like, I have to listen to these fucking people go on and on. It's like, yeah. It's better when it's the guy. He's a bit more chilled out. The woman's like, "No, stop it, no." Oh, fuck off. Like, put the dog down or something. Like, anyway. I think we'll have to be ready to recast in a moment. Just to be safe. Actually, just to see. Yeah, that should be... That's in his effective area, isn't it? I think so. Recast. Because I don't want him to heal. Oh. Need to go further in. We'll stand here. Eat the chicken. Yeah, that's a good way to solve the fucking problem, isn't it? Just eat the damn thing. Oh, good point. Oh. I think I'm almost out of sake. Uh-oh. I might fill it up. Seeing as I'm not doing anything, let's go fill it up. One moment. Here's the bottle. It's called Demon Slayer. So, Oni... What? What's Slayer? I'm being stupid. It's Onigoroshi. It's written on the fucking bottle, Doomlink. Actually, I'll pour it on camera for you guys, just to make it a bit more enjoyable. And you can hear it too. Yeah, we don't want to fill it too high. I mean, what else would I be doing right now? Nothing is what I'd be doing. Well, I've still got a bit left in the bottle. I like this bottle because it's like frosted glass, you see. It's actually really nice. Like I love how it's designed. For the, actually, never mind. I was going to say something and decided against it. Do excuse me. So, how much health does this guy have? He has at least as much health as, Old King Doran, I think. But yes, seriously, Poison Cloud. Of course, Death Cloud is a thing, but I'm pretty sure you get Death Cloud from Maiden Estrella or the Dirty Colossus. Either of those two, it doesn't matter. Like, it's so much easier to get the Poison Cloud, because that just requires you to kill the first boss of World 5-1, and anyone can kill the Leechmonger. You can kill the Leechmonger after you've finished World 1-2, maybe even before, so it's not difficult at all. I'm from Australia. Nice to meet you. Isn't it, well, I say nice to meet you, but I say, I've talked to you before, but I guess it's more of a personal exchange when we talk in those terms. But I was about to say, don't you guys have like a polar vortex? No, that's the US, but you know what? The US are complaining about the polar vortex. You guys have that every fucking year, so at least that's my knowledge of Canada. I'm pretty sure that the weather is absolutely horrendous over that way. Seems to have a positive effect on the people, though, because I'd much rather talk to a Canadian than a person from the US. But the interesting thing is that, well, an interesting thought is that maybe the people from the US will be nicer to talk to once they have a bit more of a polar vortex. So I don't know if your weather is worse than the US at the moment, because I'm thinking that if Canada is normally really like frickin' cold, like insanely cold, then with a polar vortex in Canada it would be insufferable. Like it'd be like going to Russia or something, or wherever else, Kazakhstan or something like that. Talisman of Beasts. That's what we came here to acquire, and we're done. So we only have 8,401 souls after getting our souls back and all of that. So what we need to do at this point, unless we use a Shard of Archstone, which I don't want to do, it would save me some time, but I just don't want to do that. I'm instead going to drop down to the boss room and then warp back to the Nexus using that thing. And by that thing, you know what I mean. It's a little bit dangerous to roll here, but that's alright. I can do it. I can actually see the fucking platform this time, whereas in the previous build I couldn't see it because of my brightness settings. Minus 49 degrees. Yeah, that's fucking... It's, you know, worse than Russia. Russia's like minus 30 to minus 45. Minus 49 degrees. And you're saying Celsius. That is disgusting. Like, you may as well go to Antarctica. Seriously, that's just not even... You can't exist in that weather. Humans do not... They're not designed to exist in that sort of temperature. Like, that's insane. Wow. Because if freezing is 0 degrees Celsius, you're 50 degrees below freezing. That's just... I can't comprehend that. I'm from Australia. It doesn't get much colder than, like, 0 here. So that's just insane. Anyway, so... better to just go to the Archstone here like this. Oh, God. So I'm guessing, like, Canada is at a standstill. Like, no one's going outside. Everyone's staying indoors. People not going to work, things like that. I would guess. Maybe some people would still go to work, but... yeah, that's seriously, seriously awful. Anyway, so we now have the Talisman of Beasts, which is really good. So we don't have to worry about the regular Talisman and the Catalyst anymore. All we need is the Talisman of Beasts right here, and we can cast both Second Chance and Cursed Blade, and we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, as far as the build, I believe we are now at the point where we don't really need to get anything else. We've got our fast-moving weapon, we've got our slow-moving weapon, which is the Morion Blade, we have Cursed Weapon, we have Second Chance, we have the Beast Talisman, we have all the stats we need to use these things comfortably. We've got the Ancient King set, which will let us fast roll generally. We're done, pretty much. We all still go to work, schools are the only thing closed. Okay, so I would hate to... I don't even know what the commute to work would be like in minus 50 degrees. I mean, unless... unless you've all got a pack of huskies and a sled, I don't know how the fuck you're going to get to work. But anyway... seriously, I can't get my head around it. Anyway, guys, I was planning on finishing this stream within 5 minutes anyway, so I don't have the time, unfortunately, to continue doing anything else. But what we're going to do is pretty much... what I'm going to do anyway is sit here and acknowledge the fact that, hey, I don't really need to do anything more with this build, even going into New Game Plus, to be honest. I think we're pretty much done. So at this point, it's about enjoying, sitting back and playing the game. So I think that's what we're going to be doing starting in the next video. As far as what we're going to do in the next video, well, let me think about what we actually need to do still. We need to go through World 3. We've completed World 3-1, but we still need to do 3-2 and the Archdemon. It's actually exactly the same with World 5. And then for World 1, we only have World 1-4 to complete, so that's a good thing to mention. So we don't have too much to do before getting to New Game Plus. But whether or not I'm going to do a New Game Plus run of this game immediately, probably not. I don't think that that's going to be happening in general, because I want to keep the builds varied, and when I do a New Game Plus version of a build that I've already started, I would like it to be a situation where time has passed and you've gotten used to maybe other builds, so it's a bit more refreshing to return to another build in New Game Plus or New Game Plus 2 or whatever level it may be. So that's probably what I'm going to do. It keeps things interesting for you, and it also keeps things interesting for me. So I think that's how we're going to work it from now on. So, yeah. Now that I've gone and monologued, I think we are good to end the stream. So when I'm going to be next streaming, I'm not sure. Either tomorrow or the day after that. I'm going to be a little bit busier during the early part of next week, so Monday and Tuesday. It's currently Saturday for me, even though for you guys it's like very, very, like midnight Saturday for you guys. It's actually like midday Saturday for me, so fun fact. But the point being that in my time zone, Sunday I might be live streaming. Probably not Monday, but maybe. Definitely not Tuesday, but that might depend on whether or not I'm streaming on Monday. But anyway, point is that whenever I say a specific day, like if I say Monday, think of it as the evening on the previous day for you. So if I say Monday, Sunday evening for you. So that is if you're in Canada/US time zones. So anyway, it's 7 PM Friday here. Well, that's good to know. So, alright. I know that there is quite a large variation in the time of day between Canada and even various parts of the US, so I don't know exactly. It can vary a lot. So, like by as much as 3 or 4 hours, I think, maybe more. So anyway, I thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. We'll see when that ends up happening, when I do live stream, but when we do return, we'll just be playing through the game normally and having fun with the build. So I'll wait with bated breath to be able to do that with you guys, and for now I will bid you all farewell. Thanks for watching.